Hey, just wanted to check in and give you an update. Nothing much news happened. Made another video. Video's probably posted about the same time this one is over on my regular channel. I just did a descriptor or described video on how to get started rucking, and kind of a little basic stuff with a link to a guide, a PDF guide that I made that's on my school community. No new members yet, but I don't have a lot of content out yet. Part of the problems I've had is all along is that being a contractor and I work a lot of hours, and I kind of get tired and I'm just don't feel like making content. So anyways, got that video going out. I would appreciate if you want to watch it, not to get it for it to get views or anything like that, but if you guys want to go over and watch it, then come back here and comment on this video and critique it for me. Tell me if that video was any good or not, and what did I do wrong? Did I make it too long? Did I mumble on too much, Having some critique from you guys who are just more interested in the business side might be kind of cool. But anyways, I want to tell you my plans. So here not long ago, we all, or most of the world, got to go watch the new movie Project Hail Mary, right? Well, if you hadn't seen it yet, it's a really good movie. I went and seen it. I'm a geek, so I always watch that kind of stuff. But this has nothing to do about Project Hail Mary. What this has to do about is the term Hail Mary. And after I was sitting at home one night, I'm thinking, you know what? I need to have a Hail Mary. I need to just give it all, burn the boats kind of thing, right? So I thought of a kind of whacked, kind of crazy idea. Now I ruck every day. That's part of who I am. I do it almost without fail. I ruck a mile a day and some days 2 miles. Depends on time and whatever. So I thought, well, I'm trying to grow this business. I want to do everything I can to make it grow. So I need more content. I decided I'm going to do something I maybe won't even make it. I'm probably going to fail. But maybe the watching me fail will be good content, so maybe I get a lot of views. But anyways, what am I going to do? Well, I'm going to do what I'm calling the 1+. 1+ for me can be a lot of different things for different people, but for me, the 1+ is do one more the next day, or do one more, 1+. And for me, that means one more mile. So today is Tuesday, the 7th of July. We just had our 4th of July. We're now 250-year-old country. Congratulations to the United States. Great place to live. I love it. So anyways, today is the 7th. I believe if everything lines out right, I'm going to start on this coming Friday, which would be the 9th, I believe that is, or the 10th. I'm going to do my normal, regular ruck, but with a twist, I'm going to live stream. I'm going to live stream myself walking with a backpack on. Super exciting, right? I'm sure I'll get 0 views whatsoever, but because it only takes me 15 minutes to do 1 mile. But Saturday, I'm doing 1+. I'm going to do 2 miles. And Sunday, I'm going to do 3 miles. And Monday, I'm going to do 4 miles. And I'm going to continue on for 30 days. That means day 25, I'm going to do, I hope I will do, 25 miles. I'm just going to have to start moving my start time up into the wee hours of the morning because I'm in southern Arizona and it's really hot here. Luckily, I don't live in Phoenix or even Tucson. It's even harder yet there, but I'm going to have to keep moving a little earlier, a little earlier, a little earlier. So all the way up to 30 days. So that will be roughly August 9th or 10th or somewhere around there, whatever the 30-day mark ends up being, I will have done 465 miles, I think that adds up to. I'm not doing math right now, that's just what I looked up before. So I'm going to do a challenge, 1+, 1 mile day 1, 30 miles day 30, 465 miles with 30-pound bladder ruck pack on my back, and I'm going to live stream the whole thing. So I've already got things set up. There's this thing called a Balin box. I think it's called Balin box, where it's got dual cell cards in it. I put it in my backpack. There's a streaming service. So not only going to stream, but I'm going to stream to, I don't even have accounts on all these platforms, but I'm going to create a Kick account and a Twitch account, and I can stream to all the other accounts that I already have, with the one exception is TikTok. TikTok requires you to have some massive amount of subscribers before you can live stream. So maybe halfway through the challenge, I'll have hit enough subscribers. I'm going to upload all this content. I'm going to start breaking it all up into shorts afterwards. But I'm going to end up with these really long. In fact, by the time I do 30, I'm likely going to be going nonstop for about 9-10 hours. And I'm just going to live stream the whole thing. So I got to figure out what I'm going to talk about. I did have some ideas. I will have this interface. So this one platform I can use that sends my one stream up to this platform. Then that platform will redistribute them all to all the other social media platforms. And that platform has a app that I can use on my device, on my phone, that will combine all of the chats from all the platforms simultaneously. It just puts a little indicator next to it if it's a Kick, or if it's Facebook, or if it's on YouTube or whatever. And and not only that am I going to do it, but I need to have a purpose. And I'm really big on people adopting pets if they can. We have 2 pets that we adopted right now. We've adopted in the past, and there's a lot of pets out there in those shelters that need homes before they get put down, before they get end of life. So I'm a big advocate for those. So there's one organization called the Greater Good charity. And they do a lot of different things, but they have one segment of their business is focused right on for animals and pets. They go in and they bring food to pet shelters. A lot of the shelters just can't afford to feed the dogs and cats and things they get there. And then a lot of the shelters are very decrepit and broke down. So they go in and they help rebuild these shelters so that they're a good facility. And then they also do like they rescue pets that are stranded and whatnot during like hurricanes and in war areas. I actually have a friend who spent 2 years of his life. He was a former Navy SEAL, and I met him back in my audio video days. He spent 2 years of his life working with them in Ukraine and in other places all around, rescuing pets and doing other kind of humanitarian things. You know, he just like, this is where I'm at in my life, I'm gonna do this. And he can't talk good enough about this organization. So I'm going to do a donation, and I'm gonna try to get donations to come in while I'm live streaming for the Greater Good charity. So I'm gonna try to bring some mission in behind it. It's something I really care about. You know, it's not just for hype, but so I think it's a Hail Mary for me, for my business. Hopefully I'm going to get lots of views. That's what it's all about. And it's marketing today, right? Is getting views, and I don't have money to advertise. So, but I have myself, and I'm willing to work my ass off. So that's what I'm going to do. And hopefully, I really hope that I will be able to make the whole thing, and I can actually do it. I started looking out there to that time, and I'm thinking, all right, day 15, I'm going to do 15 miles. That's all right. I can do that. And then day 16, then I'm going to wake up and do 16 miles. And then the next day, I'm going to wake up and do 17 miles. Wow. I don't know. I may not be able to make it. But this is my Hail Mary. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm going to go after. And I'm going to give it my all. So I've kind of got things lined out so that my work, I've got a pretty big project that I'm going to get to do in about a week. I'm going to get to make a good chunk of money, because come that later 2 weeks, I'm not going to be able to work during the day and have just done 15 miles, you know, in the wee hours. I'm going to need to go to sleep and sleep early, and or get to bed early. So I'm probably going to take off about 2 weeks solid of the last 2 weeks of this challenge. I'm not going to do any work. So I got to have enough, and I think I got a little nest egg of money put together that's going to sustain me through that time. And then when it's over, I can hurry up and jump back into work. Or who knows, maybe this will be a successful Hail Mary attempt, and I will break in. You know, I'll get to the point where we're now selling products. I've got members in the community, and this is my success. So this will be a good story of whether this can work, right? Can you do a Hail Mary, whatever it is? Maybe you've got a business, maybe you thinking of an idea. Maybe you're like me, or just an old guy who wants to do something different, wants to get out of your comfort zone, that just plain old thing you go do every day. You go show up to your work, you do your job, you come home. I've not wanted to do that thing for a long time, a very long time. And I'm like, you know what? I'm stopping, right? I'm going to do something that's going to break me past that. And maybe that's you too, right? Maybe you need to just figure out what your Hail Mary is. Yeah, maybe it doesn't have to be quite as extreme as walking 450 or 465 miles. Yeah, that might be a big extreme, but I've been doing this for 2 years, walking a mile or 2 miles every day. I'm in pretty good shape. I eat well. So maybe this is it for me, but what is it for you? Do you have a Hail Mary? Do you have let's burn the boats. Let's sail there, burn the boats, and we have no chance to retreat. And maybe in 30 days, I will have made something awesome. We'll see, right? But I'm going to do all I can to make it happen. But heck, failing actually is not terrible, because people like to see other people fail. So maybe I'll get just as many views. Maybe I'll get more views if I actually fail. I don't really want to fail. I don't like failing. I don't know about you, but I kind of like succeeding at things. But anyways, the important part is that we get through this. I get through this time. Hopefully it's successful for me, for my business. But I hope more than that if nothing else happens, then I'm able to raise a bunch of money for a greater good charity. And that would make me feel fantastic. So anyways, that's just a quick update. If you will, like I said, go out and look at the video I'm posting about how to start rucking. The title's a little different. I'm actually holding a bag of sugar, and I'm holding the sugar saying, this can make you lose weight. And it's a 10-pound bag of sugar. So it may not look like how to ruck from the video, but you'll see it there anyways. So tell me what you think about it. It's kind of a little side, it's a little hook, right? But right away from the very beginning, I say, we're not going to eat the sugar. It's not actually going to make you lose weight by yourself. It's what you're going to do with the bag that weighs 10 pounds. And I go into how you can start with just 10 pounds by just buying a $5 bag of sugar at the store, throw it in a backpack, and now you're rucking with 10 pounds in your back. And everybody's got a backpack. So don't even need to buy my backpacks. That's okay, I don't care. But anyways, that's it for today. I just wanted to give you a quick update. And thanks, I appreciate you all and love you.